Guys, in this video, I will be discussing the question of displaying a generic tree. So if this is the generic tree that you have been given, your display should look something like this. We'll start its Euler path. We start the Euler path from 10. So 10 will display itself along with all its children. So it will display 20, 30, 40 and full stop. Now we come at 20. 20 will display all its children, 50, 60 and full stop. 50, now we come at 50. 50 does not have any children, so it won't print anything. Now we go to 60. 60 does not have any children. Now we come to second children of 10, that is 30. Now 30 will print all its children, 70, 80, 90. Now 70 will print nothing. Now we come at 80. 80 will print both its children, 110 and 120. Now we come at 110. 110 will print nothing. We come at 120. 120 will not print anything because it does not have any children. Now we come at 90. 90 will print itself and nothing else. We come at 40. 40 will print itself and its children. Now we come at 100. Now we come at 100 and 100 will not print anything. Now we return back. So this should be our output of our problem. Now how we can do that is, we'll do it recursively. We'll do it with recursive approach. How we'll do that is, from display of 10, we expect that it will print all these things. It will print itself as well as all its children as well. So it will print 20, it will print 30 and it will print 40 as well. So from display of 10, we have expectations that it will print self of 10 plus it will display 20 plus it will display 30 plus it will display 40. That means all of its children as well. So from display of 20, we have faith. We have faith on display of 20 that it knows how to print itself as well as its children. Similarly, from display of 30, we have faith that it knows how to print itself as well as all its children. Similarly, from display of 40, we have faith that it knows how to print itself as well as its children. So that's how we are going to do it. Let's try to code this. We'll just write public static void display. We'll get node here, node. And what we'll do is, we'll create a string in which we'll add node.data plus and arrow, right? Now what we'll do is, we'll start a for loop for its children. Node child, node dot children. Okay, so now what we'll do is, we'll just add in the string child dot data and a comma. Now out of this for loop, we'll just add in the string a full stop and we'll just print this string, system.out.println string. Now from this code, let's analyze what this code will do. Let's take this code with us and see what this code is capable of doing, right? So this code will only give us this line. We wrote this code only to print self of 10 or self of any node. So this will only print 10. It will, here our node will be passed 10. So it will just print node.data plus arrow. First it will print this part, then it will make calls to its children, and then it will print first child, that is 20 and a comma. Then it will again go to the second child, it will print 30 and a comma. Then it will go to the third child, it will print 40 and a comma. It will come out of the loop, it will print a full stop, and this will be printed. So this whole line will be printed using this code. Now how will we make these calls? How will you make the display of 20, display of 30 and display of 40? So for making these calls, we just start another for loop for all its children. Node child, node.children. And what we'll do is we'll just call our display function for children. This should work fine. Let's see. Oh, we have not made the call. We have not made the display call. That's why it's not printing our output. We'll pass our root and it should give us the output. And then we will, yes, this is our output. This is our expected output. Let's take this with us and see whether we have our correct output or not, right? We take this as well as we take our code with us, because we have to see whether we are getting the correct answer or not and how we are getting it. So this is our code. And this is the output that we are getting. Okay, so it is exactly like this, what we expected. This is our expected output. So this is our expected output and this is the output we got from our code. So these are exactly same. Now let's see how we are getting this. So we take out our graph. Just be with me for a sec and we'll see how we got this output. So this is our graph. Let me make it bigger. We can start making our Euler pathway. Okay. And this is our code. So first what happens is we come at 10. Let's make it bigger also. Okay, so this is we are at 10. Now our node.data is 10. So from this part, we know that this part is getting printed. So for 10, we push in our stack 10. Now we come at 20 because this call is made. This first part will print first line, this line, right? So this first part printed the first line. Now we come to its first child. We are here. Now we get push 20 in our stack. Now this part will run for 20. So this line gets printed. Now we come to its first child. Now this part is running. It will make a call towards the child of 20. So we come to 50. Now this part will run for 50. So this line gets printed. Now we come back to 20. We again run this loop because 20 has 2 childs, so this for loop should run 2 times. So now this loop will work again, and we come at 60, and this part will run for 60. So this line gets printed. We come back to 10. So our 20 gets popped from our stack. Now we add 30 to our stack. We run this part for 30. So this line gets printed, right? Now we come to this loop for 30. So this loop will run 3 times. We come to 70, we add 70 to our stack. Now 70 will run this part, so it will print this line. Now it does not have any children, so this loop will not work. So we return from 70. So 70 will get popped from our stack. Now what we do, we come at 80. We add 80 in our stack. 80 will run this part. So this line will get printed because 80 has 2 children. Now this loop will run 2 times. So we come at 110. 110 gets added. There is no children of 110 will print this line, and there is no children of 110, so this loop will not work for 110. We come back to 80. So we pop 110. Now we come to second child of 80. So we come at 120. This loop will work. This will print this line for 120. Now 120 also does not have any children, so it will return. This for loop will not work for 120. Now we come back to 30. So we pop 80 from our stack. Now we go to the third child of 30 because at the top, when we see in our stack, there is 30. So we go to the children of 30. Now we come at 90. 90 gets pushed. This loop will run. This will print this line. No for loop will run for this because 90 does not have any children. We turn from 30. Return from 90. 90 gets popped. Again 30 does not have any children, so we return from 30 as well. We come back to 10. From 10, this loop has already worked 2 times. Now it will work 1 more time for 40. We come to 40. 40 gets pushed. This loop will work and this line will print for 40. Now we come here because 40 has children. Now we come to 100. This loop will work for 100. This line gets printed, but 100 does not have any children, so nothing will work here. So 100 is already pushed. So we come back from here. 100 will pop. 40 does not have any children, so we'll come back from 40. So our 40 will get popped. We come back to 10. Our 10 does not have any more children, so our 10 gets popped. And when our stack becomes empty, we come out. So this loop will print this output. This is our desired output display of a generic tree. So our generic tree get displayed in this format. Generic tree. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you understood it correctly. Thank you.